Final crackle, soft piano swell, late night room tone.
Street light flickers through the blind, phone face down but I still check. I tell myself I'm doing fine, but my chest hasn't got the text. I hear the fridge home clock ticks loud, every sound note I can't sleep. I made it through the daytime crowd, now the quiet's getting deep. I keep saying I'm moving on, like repetition makes it true, but the night strips everything down and leaves me here with you. 2 a.m. feels like this, when the truth don't wear a filter. I don't miss you, I miss the way I wasn't always just a survivor. I replay moments I should quit, then tell myself I'm done with it. Yeah. 2 a.m. feels like this. I deleted pictures, changed my route, stopped driving by your place. I learned how to breathe without you, still feel you in my space. Friends say time is doing fine, say I look better than before, but healing isn't easy lines. It's pacing an empty floor. I don't reach out, I don't fold, I don't ask how you've been, but every night the silence knows exactly where you've been. 2 a.m. feels like this, no distractions, no defense. I don't fall apart in public, I save it for the emptiness. I let the ache exist a bit instead of fighting through it. Yeah. 2 a.m. feels like this. Maybe love was never broken, maybe we outgrew the shape. I held on longer than I should've. You learned how to walk away. I don't blame you for choosing peace, I just wish I learned it then. Now I'm learning how to sit with me instead of reaching for you again. 2 a.m. feel like this, but it doesn't scare me like before. I still feel it in my chest, but it doesn't hit the floor. If healing slow, I'll stay with it. I don't need it perfectly. Yeah, 2 a.m. feels like this.
Final fades, piano softens, morning light begins. Soft guitars, romantic, room ambience, slow exhale.
I don't miss the fighting or the days we froze, talking through walls instead of the truth. I don't miss the nights we let pride take hold, or pretending we were bulletproof. But I miss the way I used to wake up light, like the world was easier to face. Somewhere between your hand and mine, I lost a version of my face. It's strange how love can change you without you knowing when. You don't just lose the person, you lose who you were with them. I miss who I was with you, not just the way you made me feel. I miss believing things would work, I miss thinking love was real. You took the part I never knew I'd spend my life trying to rebuild. Yeah, I miss who I was with you. I see old photos and barely relate to the smile I wore back then. I had hope in my posture, time in my gaze. Now I second guess everything. You didn't break me all at once, it happened quiet, piece by piece. I until I forgot about me. I'm learning how to introduce myself to who I am now, learning how to stand alone without needing you somehow. I miss who I was with you, how fearless love made me. I miss the way I spoke my truth without rehearsing every scene. I don't want the past renewed, I just want that clarity. I miss who I was with you. Maybe healing isn't fixing what was never meant to stay. Maybe it's forgiving myself, forgiving in a way. I won't blame you for the distance or myself for staying too long. I just miss the way my heart existed before it learned to be wrong. I miss who I was with you, but I'm meeting someone new, learning how to trust my steps without tracing back to you. If losing you is what it took to finally see this through, then I'll make peace with who I am, even if I miss who I was with you. Breath settle. Music a tone, soft through noise, slow inhale. I said your name like it was sacred, like it couldn't never break. I held you like it might disappear if I loosened my grip too late. You spoke in maybes, half-made plans. I heard forever in between. Guess I was louder with my feelings than you ever needed me. I called it love, you called it timing, I called it truth, you called it space. Somewhere between your silence, I learned what I was chasing. I loved you louder than you loved me, said your name like it was a prayer. I gave you all my honesty, you gave me reasons to be careful. I turned my heart up when it hurt, you kept yours low so you could leave. Yeah, I loved you louder than you loved me. I noticed every shift in your tone, every pause you tried to hide. You said you needed room to breathe, I stood still and called it patience at the time. I defended you when doubts came up, said you were scared, not gone. Guess I was fighting for a future you'd already moved on from. You held my hand, not the weight of the promises I made. I was building something solid, you were keeping your escape. I loved you louder than you loved me, heard every word you never said. I stayed up late fixing cracks, you learned how to sleep instead. I made excuses for your distance, called your absence chemistry. I loved you louder than you loved me. Maybe love's not meant to echo, maybe it meets halfway. I was screaming into tomorrow, you were already yesterday. I don't regret the way I cared, I regret who I became. Begging for a volume, you were never gonna change. I loved you louder than you loved me, but but I'm turning myself down now. Learning silence doesn't mean defeat, it just means I hear me somehow. I won't confuse intensity for something meant to stay.
The piano knows room ambience, a breath before the memory.
Your name came up in a story I overheard. Two strangers laughing like it meant nothing at all. I tried to hear it like a regular word, but it landed heavier than I thought it would. It used to feel safe rolling off my tongue like home in a single sound. Now it lingers when the moment's done, like something missing that I never found. It's strange how a few letters can still start my day. Strange how I remember everything you used to say. Your name sounds different now when I hear it out loud. Doesn't sit in my mouth the way it used to somehow. It's just noise in the crowd, but it still breaks me down. Yeah, your name sounds different now. I saw your face in the black on my phone, and the screen went quiet between replies. For a second I wasn't alone, and the rain came back to life. I've been deleting things we never finished, trips we planned but never took. Guess unfinished love leaves fingerprints on every place you will look. I'm learning how distance turns love into sound, just a memory whispering when you're not around. Your name sounds different now, like a song slowed down too much. I don't chase it around, I don't reach for your touch. It doesn't pull me like it used to somehow, but it still feels strange somehow. I don't say it when I'm drunk anymore. I don't search it at 2 a.m. I don't pretend it doesn't hurt before. I just let it come, let it end. Some things don't hurt forever, they just change their shape like scars under sweaters. We'll love you outgrowing things. Your name sounds different now, still familiar, not the same. It doesn't tear me down, but it doesn't fade. I guess that's healing somehow, not forgetting, just allowing. Yeah, your name sounds different now, just a word, just a sound, still a part of me somehow.
tone, slow breath.
We talk like time was something we owned, like it would wait while we figured it out. Made promises and borrowed homes, said someday like it wasn't loud. Your toothbrush stayed by the sink, my doubts stayed out of sight. I thought love was what you think when everything still feels right. Funny how close doesn't mean aligned. Funny how hope fills in the cracks. I was counting years in my mind. You were learning how to step back. We were almost forever, almost right, almost true. I built my life around the idea that almost meant me and you. We didn't fall apart together, we just slowly came unglued. Yeah, we were almost forever. I kept a calendar full of plans, trips we never got to try. You kept your heart in your hands like you might need it to survive. Every goodbye felt temporary, every silence felt rehearsed. I was betting on extraordinary, you were bracing for the worst. I mistook comfort for commitment and patience for proof. I read too much in the moments you were just passing through. You were almost forever, close enough to believe. I ignored the warning wherever you quietly started to leave. I held on tighter than ever, you loosened your grip on me. Yeah, we were almost forever. Maybe love isn't dramatic, maybe it's honest too soon. I was chasing cinematic, you were chasing something new. I don't hate the way it ended, I hate how sure I felt I would've survived the truth and better than I survived myself. We were almost forever, but almost isn't enough. I'm learning not to measure my word by unfinished love. If it never had an ending, maybe that's the proof. Yeah, we were almost forever, and I'm finally letting go. I'm finally letting go of you.
Exhales, late night static, soft keys fading, city breathing.
I don't cry when the sun's still up. Too many eyes, too much noise. But at 2 a.m. I loosen up, let the silence make the choice. Headphones on, volume low, same sad songs I said I quit. Every lyric hits too close, like it was written just for this. Daytime lies tells me I'm fine, nighttime doesn't play pretend. When the world stops checking in, that's when the truth gets in. Heartbreak sounds better at 2 a.m. at 2 a.m. Your voice still lives inside these walls and echoes I can't escape. I memorized the way you call my name like it was safe. Friends say I should change the track, put something happier on, but healing isn't moving fast, it's staying when the hurt comes on. I fix sleep when mornings close, like I didn't fall apart. I'll face the day, play my role, but night keeps my real heart. Heartbreak sounds better at 2 a.m. No filters, no disguise. I don't have to hold it in or apologize. I'll let the record spin again. Sounds better at 2 a.m. Maybe someday I'll sleep through the night without me in the sound. Maybe love won't hurt this precise when your memory comes around. But for now I need these songs to tell me I'm not. Heartbreak sounds better at 2 a.m. But I won't stay here forever. I'll learn to turn the volume down when my heart feels lighter than ever. Till then I'll let the night understand what I can't say out loud. Yeah, heartbreak sounds better at 2 a.m. Final phase, city exhales, another night down. Surf piano hit, air in the room, on pause. He used to fill the spaces when words fell short. Now the spaces are all I hear. I read your texts like they're Morse code, looking for something you won't make clear. You leave my messages undelivered, like time forgot to move. I refresh the screen like a ritual, knowing it won't be you. I don't need an explanation, I just need a sign. But every second you don't say it feels louder than a lie. Your silence is the loudest thing in this empty apartment tonight. No goodbye, no reasoning, just the sound of you not replying. I could handle words that sting, or a truth I didn't like, but your silence is the loudest thing. I replay the last conversation, trying to find where it turned. You said you needed some space to think. I guess this is what I earned. The clock keeps count of everything, except when you'll come clean. I'd rather hear you say it's done than keep living in between. I'm not asking you to stay or even explain it right. Just don't leave me guessing every single night. Your silence is the loudest thing, it echoes in my head. I make excuses for your absence, like that changes what you meant. I don't need a perfect ending, just something I can face. Your silence is the loudest thing, and it's screaming in this place. Maybe you think quiet is kindness, maybe you think this is grace, but unanswered love is violence. Well, someone's still in the race. I would've let you walk away if you just let me know. Instead you left me standing in the space you wouldn't close. Your silence is the loudest thing, but I'm learning how to listen. I won't beg for clarity from someone who's already missing. If love needs casting, save my lane just to prove it's alive, then your silence is the loudest thing. And I'm done asking why. Phone screen work, bleed out. You left without a warning sign. I stayed and learned the floor. Some things don't leave when people do. They settle in the walls and doors. You left, but the memories stayed. They sit with me every night. I packed up everything I could take, but the past won't say goodbye. I don't hear your voice, I don't see your face, but it all still feels the same. Yeah, you left, but the memories stay. I found your handwriting on an old receipt, tucked in a coat I didn't mean to keep. It wasn't love, just ink and time, but it hit harder than I'd like. Our friends say I should rearrange, like moving furniture could change the pain. I tried sleeping on the other side, but my heart doesn't move that kind. I'm not waiting for you to return, I know that part is done. I'm just learning how to live with everything you left behind. You left, but the memories stay, like shadows that follow me home. I'm learning how to say your name without feeling so alone. I don't reach out, I don't chase, I just let the feeling play. You love, but the memories stay. Maybe time isn't erasing, it's teaching me how to carry this. Some love doesn't need saving, it just needs a witness. I won't pretend it didn't matter, or that it was all in vain. Some people leave your life, but they never leave your brain. You left, but the memories stay, but they're lighter than before. They don't knock me to the ground, they don't pin me to the floor. If this is how it feels, I'll learn to let it change. Yeah, you love, but the memories stay. lights go low.
Soft piano taps, room noise, a quiet inhale.
There's a crack in the mirror I don't fix. Learn to live with how it bends my face. Every little flaw I coexist with feels like proof that time doesn't erase. I keep the mug you chipped one day. Said sorry like it was a joke, but I still drink from it sometimes. Like broken things aren't always broke. They tell me damage makes you stronger, but no one says what it keeps. Some things don't disappear, they just learn how to speak. Broken things still remember what it feels like to be whole. Every scar keeps the pressure of the weight it used to hold. I've been trying to surrender what I can't control. Yeah, broken things still remember. I patched the walls where we stayed up late, talking like we had the answers then. Funny how love can renovate and leave behind a different mess. I don't hate the way it ended, I hate how long you stayed. Like a song I stopped defending, but never threw away. I'm not stuck in the past, I'm just walking it through. Some memories last long after we do. Broken things still remember every promise under strain. I don't curse the weather, I just stand in the rain. I'm not asking for forever, just relief from the weight. Broken things still remember. Maybe healing isn't hiding every crack you can erase. Maybe it's deciding not to punish what remains. I won't glue myself together just to look brand new. I learned how to carry better what I lived through. Broken things still remember, but they also survive. Every fracture leaves a temper, but it means I'm still alive. I'm not chasing who I was then, or the shape we couldn't hold. Yeah, broken things still remember, but they don't have to be controlled.
Piano fades slow from that field.
Soft piano notes, wrong tone, a door closing somewhere. The picture stayed, but the feeling left, like furniture nobody claims. Your cup is still by the sink, but it doesn't mean the same. I say your name out loud sometimes, just to hear it disappear. It doesn't land the way it did when love was living here. I kept the lights on longer, like warmth might make you stay. But some rooms don't go colder, they just forget your name. Loud doesn't live here anymore, I feel it in the quiet floors where laughter used to spill. Now it's just echoes and still I don't wait by the door. I know what silence is for. Yeah, love doesn't live here anymore. designed. Move the couch, the records too, but not what's stuck in my mind. Friends say time will renovate, turn ruins into something new. But time just taught me how to sit with the ghost of me and you. I stopped asking what went wrong, stopped needing every detail. Some truths don't need explaining, they're just something you inhale. Love doesn't live here anymore. It backed up, slowed and slammed the door. It faded out in poise, left us where there were hearts. I don't beg like before, I don't fight the egg no more. Love doesn't live here anymore. Maybe love needs movement, maybe it needs the sound. We let ours turn into habit till it couldn't be found. I won't blame either of us for learning as we go. Some things don't break from anger, they just quietly let go. Love doesn't live here anymore, but I'm learning how to stay in a house that feels different now without wishing it away. If loving you was the cause, still finding what was lost. And love doesn't live here anymore, but I'll be okay. Key I don't face, room exhales, lights out.
Soft guitar tone, slow breath.
I used to skip the sad songs on the drive, didn't wanna sit with that kind of weight. Now they meet me where I'm alive, like you know exactly what to say. Radio static, headlights low, same street I take when I can't sleep. Every melody moves slow, like it's walking right next to me. Happiness feels foreign lately, like a language I forgot. Pain speaks to me so plainly, says everything I want. Sad songs feel like home now, they don't ask me to explain. They let my guard come down, they let me sit with the pain. I don't need fixes somehow, I just need them to stay. Yeah, sad songs feel like home now. I know every word before it lands, like I lived it in another life. These voices feel like old friends who never tell me I'll be fine. My friends say I should change the mood, put something lighter on instead. But life feels wrong when you're bruised, and this feels honest in my head. I'm not trying to drown its sorrow, I'm just learning how to cope. Sometimes surviving tomorrow means sitting with what you know. Sad songs feel like home now, like the room I can't breathe in. They don't promise me a way out, they just let me be within. I don't need the answers found, They don't rush my healing, they don't tell me I'm wrong. They just play and listen till the night is gone. Sad songs feel like home now, but I don't live here forever. I'm tying them down when the sun's around, when my heart feels lighter than ever. Till then I'll let the low notes hold me when I feel alone somehow. Yeah, sad songs feel like home now. Radio clicks on.
Single piano, no new room ambience, slow breath.
I didn't know silence could be taught, or how empty rooms could speak. I used to think alone was just a word. Now it's something I feel in my sleep. You were there but halfway gone. Even when you held my hand, I learned how to be on my own, standing next to someone I loved. I blame myself for needing more. Called it weakness, called it doubt. Didn't know what I was learning then, till you finally walked out. I learned loneliness from you, from waiting without a sound, from loving someone in the same room who was never really around. You didn't mean to break the truth, but it's the lesson I found. Yeah, I learned loneliness from you. You say everything was fine, like saying it made it real. I swore the words crossed my mind, convinced myself a way you didn't feel. I memorized your distance, like it was part of the deal, but learned how to lower expectations so I wouldn't notice what was missing. The thirsty improved devotion, thought patience meant love would strong, but I was learning how to disappear while pretending nothing was wrong. I learned loneliness from you, from conversations pride short, from nights I needed honesty and got silence instead of words. I don't hate you for the truth, I hate how you talk. Yeah, I learned loneliness from from you. Maybe love shouldn't feel like waiting, or guessing which song feels. Maybe it's meant to be spoken, not something you quietly steal. I won't confuse being needed with being kept at arm's length. I won't mistake endurance for something that's meant to stay. I learned loneliness from you, but I won't carry it forever. I'm learning how to sit with myself and finally feel better. If losing you showed me the truth, and maybe that's the best. I learned loneliness from you.
Single piano note, room tone, distant city noise.
You said goodbye like it was temporary, like we'd circle back around someday. You hugged me soft, almost carefully, like you were already halfway away. I stood there longer than I needed to, watching taillights fade from view. Didn't know that moment would become the one I replay when I'm missing you. I told myself I'd be okay, that words don't linger that long, but silence has a way of saving everything that went wrong. Your goodbye still echoes in the corners of my head. Every quiet moment knows it, every night replays what you said. I don't hear your voice anymore, but I feel it when I'm alone. Yeah, your goodbye still echoes. I packed the day with distractions, kept my nights intentionally loud, but when the room loses its traction, that sound always comes back around. I found your note in an old coat pocket, just 4 words, nothing deep, but even simple sentences still don't let me sleep. I'm not holding on to hope, I know that part is done. I'm just learning how to live with the shape of what's gone. Your goodbye still echoes like footsteps in an empty hole. I don't chase the meaning anymore, but I hear when I fall. I don't ask what I did wrong, but how I let it go. Your goodbye still echoes. Maybe closure isn't silence, maybe it's learning to breathe when the last thing someone gives you is something you can't leave. I won't run from the memory or pretend it didn't hurt. Some words stay with you forever, even when the love is gone. Your goodbye still echoes, but it's quieter tonight. It doesn't shake my whole world, it just Yeah, your goodbye still echoes.
Setting Loudest is on. Setting Loudest is on. Soft piano on in a room tone is slow and hue.
The nights don't feel as endless now. They still hurt, just not the same. I don't reach for you by instinct. I say your name without the pain. A mirror doesn't look like war, more like someone getting through. I don't love the scars I earned, but I don't hate them too. I used to measure healing by how much I missed you. Now I measure it by moments that feel honest, simple, true. I'm learning how to be okay, not perfect, just alive. Some days I still bend underweight, but I don't always hide. I'm not rushing to replace what we were or what we gave. I'm learning how to be okay. I open windows in the morning, let the light decide the pace. I don't feel the quiet instantly, I let it have its place. I stop replaying every endo, stop rewriting every scene. Turns out peace isn't loud at all, it's barely anything. I don't need a better past to build something new. I just need to stay present with the person I grew into. I'm learning how to be okay with questions unanswered. Still, some love wasn't meant to stay, but it taught me how to feel. I don't know the hurt my days, I don't know the past my name. I'm learning how to be okay. Maybe happiness is quieter than I thought it'd be. Not fireworks or closure, just room to breathe. I won't pretend I never loved you, I won't pretend it didn't hurt. I'll just let the future meet me is who I am, not who I was. I'm learning how to be okay. That's more than I could say before. I still miss you in certain ways, but I don't need you anymore. Feeling means I find each day with my own heart, night and day. And I'm learning how to be okay. Morning settles, room tone breathing, final hiss in the dark. The house awake before I am. Your hoodie's on the doorknob, hasn't moved in days. Smells like laundry, soap, and something close to you. I talk to it like it could answer back, like that's a normal thing to do. Streetlight flickers like a second guess, and every promise it was supposed to keep. I trace the crack along the ceiling, try not to think in you and me. They say the heart knows when to let go, but mine just holds its ground. Every silence feels intentional, like you're still around. I'm still sleeping on your side of the bed, sleeping on your side of the bed. I boxed your letters, didn't seal the lid. Left a corner open just in case. I'm not to swear, I hear your keys. Then remember it's a different place. Your name came up in a crowded room. Someone laughing, saying it out loud. It didn't hurt like I thought it would. It just made me miss us now. I've been practicing answers for when people ask how I'm doing. Learning which truths to censor and which ones ruin the mood. I'm still sleeping on your side of the bed. Not 'cause I think you're coming back. It's just the only place my head doesn't replay every crack. I'm trying not to love who we almost were instead. Still sleeping on your side of the bed. If love's a habit, I'm breaking slow. If healing's real, it's quiet. I wash the sheets 3 times, I know, but your shape still fights the silence. I don't hate you, that's the truth. I hate how long it takes to change. I thought time would pull me through, but it just taught me how to stay. I was sleeping on your side of the bed, but tonight I moved an inch away. Felt the cold where you used to rest and didn't run from it this time. Maybe letting go's not something said. It's learning how to sleep instead.
Swallow, feel, take, and they don't come back intact. I survived the hours in sunlight, but the truth comes alive at night. Yeah, midnight hurts more than daylight.
I stopped checking my phone past 10. Still do it anyway, out of habit. I tell myself this is how it ends, but my heart never got the message. You left the leaves in my empty room, like a sound I can't mute. I'm learning songs don't bloom, they just stay quiet and bruised. I move through the day in motion, but I stall when the lights go low. Every thought I keep unopened finds me when I'm alone. Midnight hurts more than daylight. No faces, no roles to play. I hold it together in plain sight, then fall apart in the quiet space. I tell myself I'll be alright, but belief fades later at night. Midnight hurts more than daylight. If time's supposed to fix the damage, why does it sharpen the pain? I don't miss you in fragments, I'll miss you all the same. Maybe love doesn't leave us, it just changes where it hides. Daytime keeps me breathing, but night tells me why. Midnight hurts more than daylight, but I'm learning how to stay. I let the tears come, I don't fight, I let them wash and fade. Healing isn't winning the fight, it's lost in
another mic.